بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam recited some beautiful words of munajat. He said, Ilahi asaytuka, in asaytuka, faqad ata'tuka fi ahab al-ashya, wa huwa al-iman. Look at how the Imam speaks to Allah. This is not dua Abu Hamza, by the way. This is in the beginning of the companionship. This is, the Imam is just reading some appetizers. Abu Hamza is on a completely different level, that dua. And Abu Hamza Thamali, the companion, he was fascinated. He says, I heard Imam Zainul Abidin, or he didn't know who this person was yet. I heard him say, Ya Allah, maybe I have disobeyed you. Maybe I have sinned, but at least the thing that you love most, I did obey you in it. And that is Iman. At least in Iman, in faith, I did obey you. I do believe in you, Ya Allah, from the bottom of my heart. Maybe my actions are not so good, but if you see inside my heart, you know how much I love you. How beautiful does the Imam speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there's a discussion, it's a very long discussion. Why do the Imams speak to Allah in this way? Aren't the Imams infallible? They don't sin. So why do we see this theme reoccurring? Dua Kumail, Dua Abu Hamza, maybe Dua Iftitah. Ya Allah, forgive me. Ya Allah, I committed this sin. Forgive that sin. Scholars have said one of two answers. Number one, because when the Imam was in the public and he would do dua, he knew people will see him and they will record the dua. That's how we have all these duas. It's not like the Imam told someone, hey, come sit down. I'm going to dictate the dua and you write it. No, they casually recited it and someone overheard, they wrote it. So the Imams, because they wanted to teach other people how to speak to Allah, that's why they spoke as a sinner. Or else, if they speak as an infallible, we won't relate to them. If I want to speak to Allah, I will come from the position of a sinner. How does a sinner speak to Allah? That's what I want the Imam to teach me. The Imam says, do dua in this way. Some other scholars, they say no. When the Imam says, Ya Allah, forgive me of my sins, he means it. But it doesn't mean the Imam commits haram. Listen carefully. The Imam feels like he is sinning, even though he's not technically sinning. He feels like he is sinning because he sees that he is not doing enough for Allah. Let me give you an example. When the war in Gaza started, the genocide in Gaza started, one of the most common questions or concerns that I would get from people was, Sayyid, I feel so guilty. I feel so guilty watching these poor people of Gaza being killed, these children starving, and I have all this plentiful food. Alhamdulillah, I'm in such great ni'mah. Even though I go to protests, even though I'm not happy with this, even though I'm trying to do everything, if there's money being collected for Gaza, I will give. I'll do everything that I can, but I still feel guilty. Why? Because you feel like more can be done. Even though I can't do it, but more can be done. You feel like you let the people of Gaza down. I had those days when I used to wake up and see those children, those small children crying without limbs, blood all over their body, crying, there's no father, there's no mother. They have nothing, their entire family wiped out from the face of this earth. And then especially if you yourself, if you're a father, if you're a mother, and then you look at your kids, what does that do to your heart, brothers and sisters? It tears your heart into pieces. I would feel guilty. What am I doing for the people of Gaza? But what can I do for the people of Gaza besides dua and attend a couple of protests? So I feel like I have committed a sin. Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu ilayh. This is how the Imams of Ahlul Bayt feel every day. The Imams feel Allah Azza wa Jal deserves much more than what we give Him. He deserves much more than the worship we do. But the Imam can't do more than this. But he still feels guilty. So what does he say? Ya Allah, forgive me of my sins. So is it really a sin? No. It's just his way of expressing that he feels guilty.
Ya Hussein.